Imagine living a life where you no longer feel the burden to manage everyone's behavior or control their opinions. That's the foundation of the Let Them theory by Mel Robbins, a transformative idea wrapped in just 2 words. Let them. This simple yet powerful phrase holds the key to unlocking emotional freedom, inner peace, and more authentic relationships. Mel Robbins first stumbled upon the power of these words during a personal moment involving her teenage son's prom plans. Like many parents, she felt the urge to intervene, to organize, to make things perfect. But her daughter casually said, "Let them," encouraging Mel to take a step back and allow the situation to unfold on its own. That experience sparked a profound realization. We spend so much of our lives trying to control what others do, how they feel, and what they think of us. And in doing so, we drain ourselves of energy, clarity, and joy. At the heart of the Let Them theory is the recognition that you cannot control others. You can't force people to act the way you want. You can't make someone respect you, love you, or prioritize you. The only thing you can control is your own behavior, your own choices, and your own reactions. And when you truly internalize that truth, you're no longer exhausted trying to manage things that aren't your responsibility in the first place. Robbins walks us through various situations where let them becomes not just useful, but essential. If people leave you out of an event, let them. If someone criticizes you online, let them. If your partner doesn't communicate the way you prefer, let them. It's not about accepting disrespect or passivity. It's about refusing to hand over your emotional power. Instead of constantly reacting to the world, you learn to observe and choose peace over chaos. But Robbins doesn't stop at let them. She introduces its equally important companion, let me. If let them is about releasing the urge to control others, let me is about reclaiming control over your own life. Let me take care of my boundaries. Let me decide how I want to show up today. Let me focus on what makes me feel aligned, rather than distracted by the noise outside of me. Together, these 2 ideas create a framework for emotional strength. Let them protects your peace, while let me empowers your purpose. The book goes beyond philosophy and dives deep into practical applications. In social settings, if people are being exclusive or talking behind your back, let them. Don't chase, don't beg for inclusion. Respect yourself enough to walk away. In the workplace, if colleagues engage in toxic dynamics or play politics, let them. Focus on your craft, your integrity, and your growth. Online, if someone unfollows you, disagrees with you, or throws shade, let them. You are not for everyone, and not everyone is for you. That's a liberating truth. There's a powerful psychological shift that happens when you start practicing the Let Them theory. You stop reacting to every trigger, every insult, every disappointment. You begin to respond instead of react. You start choosing your energy. You create emotional boundaries that aren't defensive walls, but gentle gates that keep you anchored in your truth. Of course, letting go of control is not easy. Robbins is quick to acknowledge that. Many of us were raised to believe that involvement equals care, that if you truly love someone, you try to fix, save, or change them. But love that's rooted in control is not love, it's anxiety. Real love, Robbins argues, gives others space to be who they are, even if that means they disappoint us. That's a tough pill to swallow, but a necessary one. By letting people be who they are, you actually get to know them more clearly. You stop projecting what you wish they were and start seeing them as they truly are. This clarity can be painful at times, but it's also freeing. Because now, your choices are based on reality, not fantasy. And that's where let me comes in again. Because you then get to decide what you're going to do with that reality. Let me create distance. Let me set a boundary. Let me protect my time and peace. As the theory unfolds, Robbins dives into how this mindset improves emotional intelligence. You become more self-aware, noticing the things that trigger you, and learning how to navigate them with grace. You stop spiraling over people's behavior and start observing with neutrality. The pause you take between someone else's action and your reaction becomes the space where your power lives. That pause is everything. It allows you to respond with intention rather than emotion. But this work is not without discomfort. In a world that glamorizes control, letting go feels radical. It may be misinterpreted as indifference or weakness. You may fear losing relationships. You may worry that people will walk all over you. Robbins addresses all of these concerns. Letting them doesn't mean letting people disrespect you. It doesn't mean tolerating abuse or neglect. It means you stop trying to micromanage their journey and start focusing on your own. If someone is toxic, you let them behave that way, and then you walk away. You don't argue, you don't convince, you don't beg, you just choose you. The effects of this philosophy ripple out into every area of life. Your romantic relationships become healthier because you stop trying to change your partner and instead ask whether this version of them works for you. Your friendships become more grounded because they're based on real connection, not performance or people-pleasing. Even your work life improves as you no longer get sucked into drama or office politics. You begin to act from a place of self-trust, not constant reaction. And then something amazing happens. When you start letting others be themselves, you unconsciously give them permission to let you be yourself too. You normalize authenticity. You model what it looks like to live without control or coercion. That's powerful. That's what Robbins calls the ripple effect. One person practicing let them and let me can change the emotional tone of a room, a relationship, even a family. Towards the end of the book, Robbins reflects on the deeper implications of the theory. She connects it to ancient wisdom, from Stoicism to mindfulness practices, emphasizing that humans have always struggled with the illusion of control. But in a world fueled by social media, hyperproductivity, and perfectionism, the need to control has become more intense than ever. The let them theory is a timely antidote. It asks us to let go, not because we don't care, but because we finally realize where our power truly lies. It's in letting people leave if they want to. It's in letting someone be mad without needing to fix it. It's in letting someone be different without making it mean something about us. That's where the peace is. So when someone doesn't text back, let them. When they choose someone else, let them. When they say something unkind, let them. And then, let yourself rise above it. Let yourself walk away. Let yourself heal. Let yourself live. Mel Robbins. The Let Them theory is more than a book. It's a shift in consciousness. It's a declaration that we will no longer waste energy trying to control things we were never meant to. It's a reminder that freedom doesn't come from forcing outcomes. It comes from surrender. And in that surrender, we find strength. Let them. Let you. That's the work. That's the freedom. That's the life you deserve.